In this video, I'm going to give you a simple crochet tutorial on how to make a heart. I'm not sure what wool I used because I got it second hand, but it's quite thick. And then I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook. To start off with, you're going to want to make a magic circle, or otherwise known as a magic ring. It's hard to explain how you do it, so I hope that I went slow enough and it's easy to understand how, but it's actually, with enough practice, it's quite simple to understand, so don't worry about not getting it first try. After this, you're going to want to chain 2, so you loop over the hook and then you pull it through, and then you do that again. Then you want to do a 3 treble, which is similar to a chain, but you wrap the wool around 2 times so that you can put it in the magic circle and then get some more wool. Now you want to loop over, pull through only 2 hoops. And then loop over again, pull through 2 and only 2, and then loop over again and pull through 2. You want to do this 3 times before we move on to a double crochet. As mentioned, you want to make a double chain now, where you loop over, put your hook in the magic circle and loop over again. Then you want to pull through only 2 hoops again so that you can loop over and pull through 2. That's your double crochet, and you want to do this 3 times. Now you would need to do a simple chain 1 before you move on to double crochet. So you do everything that you've done before but reversed. So instead of 3 treble first, you want to do double crochet. And again, you do this 3 times before you move on to your 3 treble. Now we're gonna go on to the 3 treble, and again you do this 3 times, so the process is quite simple and easy to understand. It's basically just repeated. One thing I should have said before was the thicker the wool that you use will result in a thicker, bigger heart. So depending on what kind of wool you use depends on the size your heart will be. I put a disclaimer earlier to make sure you leave a large tail when making the magic circle, and this is because it gets quite spacious and you don't want it to fall apart as you are crocheting. And again, with the thicker wool that you use, the more tail you would have to leave, if that makes sense. I hope it does, but I guess you would just have to see for yourself. Congrats if you made it this far, because you're pretty much done. Now all you want to do is make your hoop bigger so you don't lose where it is, and you want to pull the tail of your magic circle so that you can see the final result, which is my favorite part. You might have to pull really tight so it works better. Stretching it out as well will help form its shape, which is what I'm doing. We've left that hoop so that when you cut the wool, you can tie it through, which kind of makes a knot, which is, I find, an efficient way to finish it off. But another thing that I like to do is to tie the excess tail with the other loose end, so the end from the magic circle. Do you make sure you tighten the heart enough before you do that? I like to tie the knot about 3 times. With a thicker wool, it's harder to notice, so you might want to only do it a few times, possibly 2 with a thinner wool. With another thing you can do is use a lighter or a little source of fire to burn the pieces so that it would melt into each other. I hope that makes sense, but this is the better way, I suppose. And just like that, we are done. This is not my usual content, but I hope to make a whole series of this. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this was helpful for you. And I can't wait to hopefully see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!